live in a city, there's always excitement in the air. Monkeys love flying things. So when George heard Professor Wiseman had a plane that looked like a bird to follow other birds, he wanted to be sure to have a front row seat for the big launch. After all, some of George's best friends were birds.
You guys realize the launch isn't until later, right?
Yes.
Well, what are you going to do for the next hour?
Oh, I can keep them busy. How'd you like to help me with Bird's final trial flight?
Sure.
Okay, have fun. I'll see you in an hour.
Okay.
Why is your plane called B.I.R.D?
It's an acronym. It stands for Bird Investigation and Recovery Device.
Oh. Why?
See up there? Birds migrate north to nest in summer, but along the way, many birds get lost, and we don't know why. Bird will track the migration and help us locate lost birds.
That is so cool.
We'll reunite them with their flock and try to fix whatever made them get lost in the first place. Bird's first mission? Follow a flock of rusty blackbirds passing over this afternoon.
Oh!
But first, you're going to help me with the last test flight. Now here's how the remote control works. To launch Bird, first push the green button to start the engine. Push the joystick up to make Bird go up. Move the joystick left to make Bird go left. Then push the yellow switch up to activate the automatic pilot so that our computer can talk to Bird and Bird can talk back to our computer. Then our computer can fly the plane. Gentlemen, prepare for takeoff.
Roger!
Okay, I'm going to push the green button to turn Bird on. Oh dear. I must be doing something wrong. Hello, Einstein? This is Wiseman. Bird isn't initiating properly.
Did you hit the on button?
Well, of course. I'm a scientist. I do what the directions say.
Maybe some of the wires came loose during the transport.
Roger, stand by for inspection. How odd. Hold this for me, will you, Marco? George, can you take the remote?
Sure.
Oh, sounds like all systems are go.
Oh! Whoa! Come back here!
Or maybe not.
It shouldn't be able to do that. Scrub mission! Scrub mission!
How'd you start the engine?
George didn't know. Normally, if you hit off, things didn't turn on.
George, push the joystick up and fly Bird over the banner.
But instead of going up, Bird went down.
That's an even better idea. Push the joystick down and bring Bird in for a landing.
But instead of going down, Bird went up.
Not up, George. Down, down, down.
He is pushing down, down, down. It's going to crash into the tree. That was a close one.
Now that George knew what was down and what was up, maybe he could bring Bird in for a landing. That is one mean bird.
Okay, Bird is here somewhere. Hear it? There's no way Bird could get past this brick wall. Except through there.
There's Bird! Safe and sound.
I hope that's not what I think it is. It is what I think it is.
Steer Bird to us.
Oh, an elephant might step on it. Oh, I'll go to the other side. When I get there, steer Bird left to those bars, and I'll grab her.
To go left, George had to push the joystick left.
The plane is going right. The joystick needs to go left. Oh, it is left.
Okay. Slowly let go of the joystick. Oh, I can't watch.
George, do something.
If off was on, up was down was up, and left was right, maybe right was left.
Oh, my.
George needed the plane to go up.
You did it, George. Follow that bird.
What do we do now?
Oh, I got it. George lands Bird, but this time, so we can catch it, he slides the throttle to slow. The throttle is already on slow. I give up.
Luckily, monkeys never ever quit. If off was on, up was down was up, left was right, and right was left, maybe fast was slow.
Any chance you can turn it off?
If off was on, maybe on was off.
Stellar work. Now to fix the remote. Oh, too late. The flock. Oh, I'll never be able to make the repairs in time.
The lost blackbirds won't be able to join their friends again.
But George knew the remote wasn't broken. It was just backwards. He could launch Bird if he did the opposite of what the book said. To start the engine, he hit off.
I'm back. What is my monkey doing with your bird?
To go fast, he slid the slider to slow. He pushed the joystick down to go up. He pushed the joystick right to turn left. And to turn on the autopilot and activate the computer, he hadn't tried that one before. But if the autopilot was like everything else, if you wanted to turn it on, You had to turn it off.
Thank goodness we found you.
Some wires got crossed on the remote, and everything is backwards.
We're receiving transmission.
George, you're a genius.
Hey, any chance I can get you to help me land Bird when the flock heads south for winter?
Monkeys love things that fly. Especially if they're the ones who get to fly them. It was fall in the country, when farmers like Mr. Rankins were preparing for the livestock competition at the state fair. And George was helping.
I have high hopes for you, Ulysses. I think you're going to win a blue ribbon this year.
But, Grandpa, your animals always win blue ribbons.
Allie was right. Every animal did have a blue ribbon. Every animal except Howie the hog.
Yeah, where's Howie's blue ribbon?
Howie wanted a ribbon more than anything, but somehow it never happened.
I've entered Howie a couple of times. He always starts out eager, don't you? But I guess he doesn't want the ribbon bad enough to train for it. Do you, Howie? He's so disappointed when he loses. I don't have the heart to train him again.
Aw. Aw. You're right, George. Maybe we could train Howie. Grandpa!
Here's the rule book. Good luck.
Washing a pig was easy.
Howie likes mud.
Once they got the kinks worked out. And the second step was a breeze. Almost.
Well, how's it going?
Look, Grandpa, we got Howie washed and brushed.
Oh, that's the easy part. Well, good luck with the third step.
Looks like we walk Howie for 30 minutes and poke him with a stick. Poke him with a stick! Oh.
No wonder Howie didn't like training.
Allie, George, lunch!
But, Grandpa, why do we have to poke Howie?
Well, if there's another way to get a hog to exercise for half an hour, I'm all ears.
There had to be another way. It's hard to think when there's a pig snout tickling your ear.
Yeah, Howie's following your apple.
There was a way to get a hog to move without a stick. It was called an apple.
Coming.
Training hogs with treats was easy. Unless your hog was higher than your treat. But George knew how to get the treat taller.
Hey, it's working. Howie's exercising. Go, Howie, go! Whew. Howie's Howie's gonna win that blue ribbon for sure, huh?
Howie wanted to win that blue ribbon all right, but exercising made him really hot. And the mud was so cool.
Oh, Howie stopped exercising again. Maybe he gets too hot. And he needs another bath. Oh, good idea. Let's cool Howie off. It's too hot outside for Howie to exercise. Oh, I know. Grandma's living room is nice and cool. Howie can exercise there. Grandma, can we bring Howie inside to cool off? Grandma? Well, since he's already here, let's see if he'll exercise.
It was much cooler inside. Howie felt like he could run all day.
Keep it up, you guys. Oops.
Oh my! A front loader and a hog.
Sorry, Grandma, but Howie gets too hot exercising outside.
Hogs do that sometimes, sweetie.
If George couldn't bring Howie inside where it was cool, he'd have to bring the inside cool outside to Howie.
All right, George.
George needed to make his hog exerciser turn, even if it wasn't plugged in. Now, what made that fan turn? If George had a wheel, he could make his fan turn too. Where could he find a wheel? Now, instead of being powered by electricity, George's hog exerciser fan was powered by George.
Yippee! Woohoo!
And Howie could comfortably exercise for 30 minutes.
Now all he needs to do is practice walking for the judges. Yup, it's step 4. We'd better get started.
Every day, Howie had the same routine. He exercised, had a bath, got brushed, practiced walking for the judge, and got an apple. Exercised, had a bath, got brushed, practiced walking for the judge, and got an apple.
You did it!
Howie practiced so much, he knew it by heart.
Today's the day. Ready for the fair, Ulysses?
George and Howie were ready too. Howie had exercised, been bathed, and brushed. Now he had to walk for the judges. And then he'd get his apple.
You're up next. Number 88.
And the next contestant is number 88, Howie the Hog.
George, where are you going with that? Sorry, but you can't take that into the ring. It's against the rules.
Huh? But that's how we always practiced. How can Howie win without it?
Final call for Howie.
Howie was worried. His friends didn't seem to know what to do. But Howie knew. It was always the same. He exercised, got bathed, got brushed, and now he was supposed to walk for the judges. And then he'd get his apple. Besides having a hard time keeping cool and liking apples, pigs are really, really smart.
We have a winner!
Well, I'll be.
Woohoo! Howie did it!
It was time for the town of Lake Wanasink to have its 100-year anniversary party. George knew 100 was a lot because he once ordered 100 boxes of donuts, accidentally. The man with the yellow hat asked George to give invitations to all their friends.
Gotta get things moving 'cause the day is almost here. This kind of thing just doesn't happen every year. Time to get the word out and you know that you can count on me. I'm gonna travel through the town from end to end, telling all the strangers and I'm telling all my friends. I'll make sure everyone in earshot will attend, yes indeed. It'll be bigger than your birthday or the 4th of July, like New Year's Eve confetti falling from the sky. Everyone will be there and we all agree that it's time to celebrate. So won't you celebrate? It's time to celebrate. So won't you celebrate with me?
Everyone planned to attend, except those who already had plans to be on an iceberg. George couldn't wait for the party.
George, we have to stop at Mr. Quint's and get the Anniversary Jubilaria.
This is the Anniversary Jubilaria. It's as old as the town. 100 years.
Ooh!
We bring it out once a year at the town's anniversary party.
1 star has been added to it every year since the town was founded.
Yeah, that's the one we just added. Number 100.
Were there really 100 stars? George decided to count them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 stars.
But he had one problem.
Remember how to count to 100? Well, you just counted to 10, so if you count to 10 10 times, that's 100.
Ooh.
So how many stripes are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 rows. Each row has 10 stars. That's 100.
All the stars were in nice rows. All except one. George could fix that. That's when George learned how windy it is in a moving car.
Can you imagine? It took the town 100 years to complete that.
Folks will go absolutely wild when they see all 100 stars on the Anniversary Jubilaria.
How wild would they go when they saw no stars? George had to tell the man about what happened.
Just the guy we need. Can you come help with the costumes?
Sure. George, do you mind staying here and helping with the Anniversary Jubilaria? Thanks.
George would need to fix the Anniversary Jubilaria himself before anyone was disappointed. A good place to start was where the stripes flew out of the car. And it was. He quickly found two. And there was a fourth. Good old Jumpy. He'd understand George needed this. But Jumpy didn't care. He wanted it. George didn't want to rip it. No squirrel could resist a 3-for-1 trade. 4 stripes. This was going well. George was a good searcher. He found 2 more. Now he had 6. Getting all the stripes was going to be easy for this clever monkey. Now the river had 6 and George had none. He didn't want to lose these again. This was the safest place for them.
The Anniversary Jubilaria will now be unveiled after the band plays. That's earlier than planned.
Earlier, time was running out. Those weren't table runners. They were missing stripes. George added 2 stripes to the 6 he'd already found. So now he had 8 stripes, 2 more to have all 10.
George, I've been looking for you. It's time for the town founding play. You're in it, remember?
Let's give a warm welcome to our town founders.
All George could think about was where to look for those last 2 stripes.
This looks like a fine place to live and farm And let us found a town here and name it Oh My Word.
So the original name of this town was Oh My Word?
George already had 8 stripes. One more made 9. Now he only had to find one more stripe.
Now the Anniversary Jubilaria will be unveiled even earlier. Right after the kite flying.
After the kite flying? When was the kite flying? It was now. George had no time left.
Hey, George, did you see my kite? I found a great tail on the ground right in the yard.
There it was. When Allie reeled in her kite, everything would be okay.
Look, an eagle! It's flying away with my tail!
It must want it for its nest. The eagles have a nest on top of Mount Neverclimb. Do you know why they called it Mount Neverclimb? Because no one could ever climb it.
So how could a little monkey get up there?
In just a minute, we'll be unveiling the Anniversary Jubilaria, now with 100 hard-earned stars.
10 stripes with 10 stars makes 100 stars.
Wow, everyone I've ever known is here, but not George. He's gonna miss the big 100.
Oh, sorry, but we can't wait anymore. Happy 100th anniversary!
George? Careful. Mr. Quint wouldn't want a speck of dirt on those.
This was about the hardest George had ever worked on something no one would ever know about. George had had a great day. Still, even counting by tens, 100 was an exhausting number. A hero alone. Mission: find the one and restore it to its rightful place. Mere guards can't stop fearless George. He's tracked the one of ones to here, the lair of the Dark Betsy.
It's Fearless George!
Help! I'm Professor Buford Fromage, famous for smartness.
Yay!
Help! I am free! And sore.
Even though Fromage is free, you will never get the one of ones back.
She's right. You'll never find it. Because you'll never get past my big brass bobbly butt.
Time out! Time out, Steve!
Whoosh, clank. You mean Professor Fromage.
No, I mean Steve. Time out. Why are you sticking a robot on us? I'm supposed to be the bad guy this time.
Yeah, you're bad, but I'm secretly worse. It's a twist. Exciting. Unexpected.
Adventures are supposed to be full of surprises.
Whoosh, clank, clank. Ha.
Betsy, Steve, time to go.
You want us to stop playing right at the exciting part?
Well, that means tomorrow you'll start playing right at the exciting part.
Hey, that's right.
George didn't want to mess everything up by cleaning, but he knew that you couldn't leave toys on the floor. Someone could get hurt.
Before we go, help George clean up.
It took so long to set all this up, we never got to find out how our high-stakes adventure ended.
George thought all night about how he could keep his toys set up. The next day, Betsy and Steve rushed over to play.
Let's set up as fast as we can. No time to waste. He already did it!
It's not as big, but it's also not on the floor.
Does that mean we don't have to spend time putting it all away? You're so smart. Why couldn't I have had a monkey instead of a brother?
You guys will never escape! Clank, clank!
There's no escape!
But George had an idea. Fearless George had to think fast.
Okay, now we're tied to the robot.
You'll never get the one!
I'm sorry. I thought it would be okay to set up out here, but it turns out Aunt Augusta's coming over for tea, so I'll need to use the table.
Oh,
Okay.
man!
That was too bad. Where else could George set up the toys?
Balcony. Great idea. I'll help you set it up out there. You can leave it as long as you want.
This is great, George. We don't have to waste a lot of time building it and then putting it away. It's a long way to those trees.
A polar bear with a suitcase the same size as the one of ones. This needed investigation.
Where'd all this water come from?
Rain! Get everything inside!
Maybe we should give up.
George didn't want to give up. His mission? Set the toys up somewhere out of the way. That evening, George and the man stopped at Mabel's department store.
Do you have these yellower?
George wondered if the store might have a solution to keeping his toys out of the way. A vacuum might pick them up. But then again, maybe not. A rug might cover his toys.
George,
You'll be amazed how easily it fits right back underneath the bed.
That's what George needed, and it was simple. He got plywood from the basement so he could put his toys on it and tuck them away under his bed. The pyramid was too tall. Now it was perfect. How did this one move so smoothly? It rolled. Things that roll move smoothly. George found things that roll. Balls rolled right out. And hockey pucks were no better. But trained boxcars were just right.
We want to do something for more than 3 minutes. Let's play catch.
What are you doing, George?
Wow, why didn't I think of that?
Face it, you're no monkey. The storm's over.
He'd found it. The missing one.
That's the world's crankiest polar bear, guardian of the one. Stop him! I want the one!
Stop! Give me the one!
No, give it to me! I want it! It's mine!
Can Fearless George ever get out of this? Yes! With the aid of his loyal pterodactyl, Hansel.
Well, that was certainly an unexpected twist.
He returned the missing one to where it belonged. Another mission accomplished by Fearless George, hero of heroes.
Let's play again. This time, George is a wizard trapped on the South Pole by penguins.
And if we run out of time, we just roll it under the bed.
Whether he was being a wizard or cleaning up toys, Fearless George was up to any challenge.